This is a great upgrade for the kicker. Awareness, kick accuracy, and kick power went up 1 point. So yay, kick power. Also, episode 36, BU Squalor here. Tony Brown's getting an upgrade. He's now a 70-man corner. Special teamer, pretty much. 5 and 11, not even 10 and 6. Or 6 and 10, 5 and 11. Oof. Holy mans. So, okay, be back. Episode 36, BU Squalor. How you guys doing? Alright, here's how it ended. Aaron Rodgers, 4,000 yards. 26%, 26 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, 2 and 2, 68%, 61%. Rating was 100. Rushing. Aaron Jones, 3.6 yards a carry, 5 touchdowns. Jamal Williams, the backup. The fullback was second. Aaron Rodgers on the list at 4th. Receiving, Davante Adams almost had 1,000 yards. MVS. Jace, Kiki, Jamal, and then we St. Brown, Corey, Dan, Damian Harris. Defensively, oh, we should look at blocking. Sacks given up. Malcolm Sturgeon, the right tackle. Defensively, our sack leader was Arthur Steed, 14.5 sacks. Kenny Clark, 13.5. So Preston Smith with 10, 9.5. I mean, it was, well, that's surprising. I felt like we got to the quarterback pretty good. Interceptions, Darnell Savage with 4, Kevin King with 3. But yeah, the sacks, that's pretty good, huh? For considering. Kicking 70%. Punting was net average, that's pretty good. 1 block. So that's our statistics. Next up, we're going to go and grade our draft picks. And move forward from there. Kenny Clark here. Yeah, it was not a great season for the Packers, but I got an upgrade. I'm going to be a run-stopping beast. 96 overall now. There we go. Got another point of strength. Let's take a look at... Oh, nope, never mind. Okay, so here is the good news. Right besides that, we had lots of Pro Bowlers. Lots and lots of Pro Bowlers. We had Kenny Clark. We had Davante Adams. We had Blake Martinez get a Pro Bowl nod there. We had Arthur Steed get a Pro Bowl nod. We had Preston Smith get a Pro Bowl nod. We had Jamal Williams on offense get a Pro Bowl nod. 79 overall now. It's a utility back. Can't really run block very well, but it's alright. Rashawn Gary got a Pro Bowl nod. And Darnell Savage Jr. got a Pro Bowl nod. Now, the other two amazing things were that people's hidden devs were discovered. And here you go. Our next X Factor is Preston Larson. Was an X Factor field general. So he has now became a Pro Reads X Factor. Superstar abilities inside Deadeye and pocket Deadeye. So he's a pocket passing beast. And so he is going to back up Aaron Rodgers for 1 more year. Because that's how that works. And then, a shocker, and I did not expect this, Johnny Lynn is a superstar athlete. Not just a star, but a superstar athlete. Which means he needs to get some more playing time. Big time. And Kiki Kote and John Ross get pushed down the list for that. Davante is a free agent. that we cannot afford right now, but maybe we will. I'm going to see what we can do about that. And got to mark down the practice squad players that signed. Work on this offensive line. But that was two great things. That we got an X Factor and a superstar wide receiver. Let me think. Johnny Lynn was our second round pick. Preston Larson was our first round pick. So that was a pretty good 1-2 punch there. Everybody else, played. I gave my grades out for our players. Arthur Steed got an A because he is just doing phenomenal on the sack side. Malcolm Sturgeon's dropped from a B to a C. He gave up a lot of sacks. Rick Quigg, our kicker, who was our second round pick last year, he dropped down to a C. He didn't do very good. Our fourth round kicker got signed off the practice squad. Alonzo Ellis, the center, that was a development center who actually has been the starting center for 2 years now, basically. He gets a B-. He did pretty good considering, 67 overall. He started off as a 55. Rashad Polk and Spence were our late round picks, and they were both on the practice squad. Preston Larson gets a C just because he didn't have a chance to start, but he's not bad. Johnny Lynn got a C+ as a punt returner, and now he'll expand his role as the slot receiver. Oki, who you can't see on here, he got a D for his limited roles. Practice squad players for our fourth rounds. Oops. And finally, our backup center. Played a little bit, got a C+. And our backup left tackle played a little bit, got a C+. And then our final pick in the 7th round was a practice squad player. So a lot of nothing really great, but so far our number one pick. I'm sure that our number one pick next year should probably be pretty useful if Aaron Rodgers decides to retire. If he doesn't, there will be a camp battle to see who's going to be the starter. And we are in the playoffs, so we can see who Texans at Patriots, 49ers at the Panthers, the Browns at the Chargers, and Rams at the Vikings. So the NFC West sent 3 teams to the playoffs, and I got to mark that down still. Got a few things I got to get done before I can move on, but yeah, sad season, lots of losses. Good time for an off season. Get some good picks in. Maybe pick up a free agent or two. I don't know, but yep. All right, thanks. Bye. Okay, here we go. Here's the playoff teams. It's the Seahawks with the 1 seed. Cowboys with the 2 seed. Panthers have the 3 seed. The Vikings have the 4 seed. And they will be facing the Rams, who have the second best record in the league, but in the NFC. But the Vikings have to face the Rams, and the 49ers will face the 49ers face the Vikings. 49ers face the Vikings, the Rams. No. I had that right. The Vikings face the Rams, and the 49ers will face the Panthers. Ugh, that just didn't come out well at all, huh? All right, AFC side. Ravens. Ravens were the 1 seed last year, too. Just so you know. The Colts were the 1 seed the year before that. The Colts are the 2 seed, so they're pretty safe. The Pats have made it back into the playoffs with the 3 seeds. Chargers, Browns, and Texans. Can look at the awards. though they get handed out at the Super Bowl. Yearly awards. The ones we track are MVP is Russell Wilson. Wow. Seahawks. And Coach of the Year, Pete Carroll. As a non-fan of the Seahawks, this one really hurts. Way to make a comeback, though. I am impressed. Riverboat Ron. There you go. Should we look at the Russell Wilson is the Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year is Arthur Steed. So he'll get a little boost for that. That's cool. Let me just put that down. It's funny he did not make the Pro Bowl, but he is Defensive Player of the Year. It's like a right end, right? Yeah. DPOY 21. Bobby Wagner, Quan Alexander, Offensive Rookie of the Year, Shaq Thurman, and Preston Larson with his one start took 8th. Defensive Player of the Year, best quarterback was Jacoby Brissett. That's kind of funny. Ezekiel Elliott, Michael Thomas. David Bakhtiari took 4th against the 3 Cowboys, best defensive player. Alright, so DL of the Year. So 2 awards for him. Kenny Clark took 3rd. Best linebacker. Preston Smith took 5th. Darnell Savage took 3rd. Kevin King took 6th. Kicker. We're not on the list. Should we look at the AFC side real quick? Josh Allen. Sam Darnold. That's awesome. Josh Allen again. Hey, look at that. Josh Allen and Josh Allen. Roy Polk. Allen Bookend. Best quarterback was Lamar Jackson. Sony Michel. Antonio Brown. Josh Allen was best defensive lineman. TJ Watt. Packers should have drafted him. Xavier Howard. Best kicker. Greg Zuerlein. The leg. Okay, so that's what we got there. That was pretty sweet, huh? I got all these people on my list here. We can go ahead and advance to the divisional round and see who did what, when, where, and how. Alright, so our staff member stayed with us. Playoff schedule says that wild card. Houston beat the New England Patriots. San Francisco beat Carolina because these are the ats. Cleveland at. Minnesota beat the Rams. Wow, the Rams choked against the Minnesota Vikings. That's pretty amazing. Let's go to the conference championship game. All right. Playoff schedule. The 49ers lost to the Seahawks. The Ravens lost to the Houston Texans. Indy beat LA and Minnesota. Ugh, Minnesota and Seattle. You want me to pick from that? This year is just the worst. It's the worst as a Packer fan. I gotta root for Minnesota. I can't Just can't do it. So who's playing in the Super Bowl? Super Bowl, Minnesota and the Colts. Russell Wilson, Cam Newton, Jared Goff, Alvin Kamara, Kyle Juszczyk, there we go. Julio Jones, David Moore, Michael Thomas, Devontae Adams. I don't know a lot of these people. D Ford, Rashawn Gary, Steed, Kenny Clark. So that's our front line right there. Jaron Reed, Blake Martinez, Preston Smith, Kevin King, Darnell Savage. Pinion, Brian Pinion. Okay, so unbelievably, the 8-8 Minnesota Vikings are in the Super Bowl. All right, so we don't really want to. Oh, you can only view it. You can't play it. There was a reason. You had to be like win your division or something. Okay, Super Bowl week. We finished third in the division. I don't know what that is. Oh, it changed a little bit. Russell Wilson, John Harbaugh. Oh, that's kind of bad. Russell Wilson's quarterback of the Defensive Player of the Year. Defensive Lineman of the Year. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we got this. What is this about? Just a random message about the Vikings. So Arthur Steed got a point. So we're going to put him into Power Rush upgrade. That's pretty sweet. Oh, he's got 2 upgrades, huh? Give him run stoppers up to 85. And another upgrade. 86. Glad you guys got to see this. Jeez, 3 in a row. 4 upgrades, still an 86. 4 upgrades there. And a superstar rating now. So where is it? Yep, superstar development. Alright, so let's track that now. Arthur Steed. Super. Try that again. Super star dev. That was pretty amazing, huh? Dropped all the way to an 86. What was he at the beginning of the year? So when we drafted him, he was a 75 normal dev. So now he's an 86 in 2 years. That's a good sign. Any of these guys? Preston Smith. Oh, he looks like he just went up. Preston Smith got star dev. That's great. So the rest of these look like there are no changes. Yep, I'd agree. Got some players. So here's what we're picking. Fifth. We're picking fifth. We still don't know what he is yet. Picking fifth. Just gotta think about what we can. Oh, I hate that. Wasted a couple now. Accidentally clicking. Off season, here we go. Who's winning the Super Bowl? Is it the Colts or the Vikings? The Colts lost the Super Bowl to the Vikings. The Vikings are the Minnesota Vikings in our division. 8-8, won the Super Bowl. Got hot at the right time. Unbelievable. Really, seriously, it's unbelievable. It's very sad. Alright, 14 players left to negotiate. Must be that one guy. Yeah, this guy right here, the left tackle. Okay, I either make a save because I want to probably just franchise him, but I need to make some cuts or something. So I'm going to play around for a little bit, see in a little bit. Actually, when I come back, we'll find out if Davante Adams is a Packer or not. Alright, that's episode 35. It's 36, guys. See you for episode 37, the signing of Davante Adams.